Hello, my fellow Witcher enthusiasts. Today we're diving deep into Netflix's latest animated venture, The Witcher, Sirens of the Deep. So grab your silver swords and your best bardic ballads, because this one's making waves. Our favorite mutated monster hunter, Geralt of Rivia, takes a contract in a quaint seaside village plagued by mysterious attacks. But as with all things in the continent, there is more beneath the surface. Literally. Geralt finds himself entangled in an age-old conflict between humans and merpeople. With tensions bubbling like a cauldron of swallow potion, he must rely on allies old and new to prevent a full-blown war. It's a tale that reminds us, when it comes to politics and moral dilemmas, the line between monster and man is often as blurry as a drunk dwarf's vision. So talking about the voice cast. Because what's a witch's tale without the iconic, gravelly tone of Doug Cockle? He returns as Geralt, bringing the same gruff charm that made us all fall in love with him when he is playing the White Wolf in CD Projekt Red games. It's like slipping into a pair of well-worn boots, comfortable and oh so right. And if you want to see more of Doug Cockle, you can see him and me talk about his games, what it's like to be a voice actor. There's links in the description below. Joining him is Joey Beatty as our beloved bard Jaskier. Yes, the man who gifted us the earworm Toss a Coin to Your Witcher in the live-action series is back, loot and all. Anya Charlotra also reprises her role as Yennefer, adding depth and complexity to everyone's favorite sorceress. It's a reunion that feels as destined as Geralt and Yen's tumultuous romance, and also we don't see much of her in this film. New to the ensemble is Emily Carey as Shanaz, a mermaid with a voice to give Jaskier a run for his orange. Carey, known for her roles in Wonder Woman and House of the Dragon, brings a fresh dynamic to the cast. The animation is crafted by the talented folks of Studio Mer, the same studio behind The Witcher, Nightmare of the Wolf. Their work here is nothing short of mesmerizing, blending fluid motion, battle artistry, detailed moments. The underwater sequences are particularly stunning, making you feel like you've taken a deep dive into the Yagara River, minus the drowners, thankfully. Thematically, Sirens of the Deep plunges into the murky waters of prejudice, conflict, and the age-old question, who are the real monsters? It echoes the moral complexities we've come to expect from the Witcher universe. Comparing it to the Nightmare of the Wolf, which delved into Vesmir's backstory, Sirens feels more like a classic Witcher contract, monster hunting with a side of political intrigue. And while the live-action series offers sprawling narratives, the animated feature provides a concise, impactful story that hits harder than a golem's punch. Just a side note, and it was my only niggle really, was that this story mimics The Little Mermaid a little too much to be coincidence. There are plot and story beats that when comparing, if you had to compare, you'd be amazed and a little taken back considering how much lore and how many stories there is available in the world of The Witcher, especially if you looked at some of the hunts that Geralt goes on in the stories, that is particularly the books or even the games. They had a lot of rich world to pull from. So the fact that it's so similar to the Little Mermaid story, just obviously a much darker version, was a little bit detracting for me. But that might not be everybody's issue. It was a slight niggle for me, and I don't mind watching a darker Little Mermaid story. In conclusion, The Witcher Sirens of the Deep is a must-watch for fans and newcomers alike. It delivers a compelling story, stellar voice performances, and breathtaking animation. I give it a solid 3.5 Nicolas Cages out of 5.
And you got one.
So toss a coin to your Witcher Netflix account and dive into this adventure. You won't regret it. Until next time, keep your swords sharp and your potions handy. And remember, in the words of Geralt himself, evil is evil, lesser, greater, middling, it's all the same.